Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're obviously back for another one of my angry rants. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize because it's gonna be a really long video because we got a lot of stuff to cover in this one. But let me go ahead and tell you now, if you're a feminist, if you're a social justice warrior, turn this off and run to your safe space because you ain't gonna like it. Alright, let's get right into the nitty-gritty of this fucking shit. January 21st, the day after the president was inaugurated, sworn into the White House, all hell breaks loose. Feminist marches all over the country. Ooh, buddy. Let me tell you what, I'm getting so fed up with these third-wave feminists claiming that they're still not equal to men, but what they're really fighting for is superiority to men. And let me tell you what, most women, let's face it, guys, we are obsolete. We are nothing more than a means to reproduce. We really are. Most women are smarter than us. Most women can do the same jobs as us. They really can. But there's this group of women that call themselves third-wave feminists that claim that they're still beneath men, that they are still forced to make less money in a certain job than men, that they work with men, that men are still trying to impose laws against them that affect their body. You know, they're big my body, my choice that they like to talk about when it comes to abortion. So, you know, all of this was going on, and in some cases, the marches got to the point where cops had to get involved because it was no longer a march; it was a fucking riot. Now, there's been a lot of Republican representatives and people in political office have gotten in trouble for posting stuff on social media. One of which was from Indiana, and all he did was take a picture from one of the rallies of a woman getting pepper sprayed by the cops, because obviously she got out of line, and the cop felt it was necessary to pepper spray her and possibly others around her. I don't know from the picture, or I don't know the scenario. All you know is from the picture she's being pepper sprayed. And all he said, and he didn't even say anything sexist, what he said was participation trophies now come in liquid form, which made me giggle like a little schoolgirl. I won't even lie. I was laughing my ass off reading that in the paper in the break room last night, and everybody in there looked at me like I was fucking nuts. But that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is these women are trying to protest and say that, you know, there's so much going on that, you know, their rights are being taken. I don't agree with that. I don't see it. And even if Trump was trying, like they claim, is trying to take their rights away from them, it wouldn't get passed. It would not make it past the Supreme Court. That's what people don't understand is there's the president, there's Congress, then there's the Supreme Court. The three branches, you have to have two that agree on it or disagree. It's either pass it or deny it. Alright, folks? Stop fucking freaking the fuck out. There's a whole system in place, and the Supreme Court will rule if it's constitutional or not. There's nothing they can do to say you have to do this with your body. It is your body. The only thing the government says you can or cannot put in your body is illegal drugs or alcohol, and then get behind the wheel of a vehicle or a motorized vehicle and operate it. And that's more for public safety than saying that you're not allowed to do it. Come on, chill the fuck out. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, it's not. And if you all believe that it is, then you subconsciously probably think yourself that it needs to happen. Sorry, that's my personal opinion. But anyways, let's talk about some of these feminist beliefs. Big one I'm gonna hit on real quick: abortion. Abortion and having the children. I'm gonna be a little confused here, but stick with me, alright? It's a lot of explaining. A woman can have an abortion if she so chooses, and it is perfectly fine. You know, I don't agree with abortion. I believe that that's murder. Because I'm telling you right now, if I was to push my pregnant wife down the steps and she was to lose that baby, I would be charged with murder. I would be. If she went out today and got an abortion, it would be an abortion. No criminal charges, no none. She ended that life. But it's perfectly fine because it was her body, her choice, according to the law right now. And it's going to stay that way. I'm telling you right now, it is. Don't freak the fuck out on me. Abortion will always be legal. It's never going to be stopped. So, but the fact of the matter is she can kill that child willingly, knowingly, without any hesitation, if she so chose. But if I pushed her down a flight of stairs, or I punched her real hard in the stomach and killed that child, I'm going to jail for murder. Murder. First degree. Premeditated. I planned it. I decided it. I did it. What's the fucking difference? Besides, she went to a doctor to have it done. There isn't one. But it's still not murder. It's still illegal. Great. Let's also talk about the fact that women do not need the permission of the father to go and get an abortion. I would like to see a law where a woman is not allowed to get an abortion if the father wants the child. She should have to carry that child the full term and give it to him. If she doesn't want it, but he does, but she's still got the right to end that child's life and take his chance of having a child away from him. His flesh and blood. It took two people to make that child, and he has his rights to that child after it's born. But until then, it's her body, her right. Okay, so right there's the right that women have that men don't. We don't have the right to stop a woman from getting an abortion. Even if we want that child, we love that child, that unborn child that a lot of feminists claim is just a cluster of cells. We don't have the right to stop her. She's allowed to go and do it. There's one right women have, men don't. Shall we continue? Now let's talk about if a woman chooses not to get an abortion. It's a method I personally prefer because I don't like the idea of abortion. I don't. But if the dude wants her to have the abortion because he does not want to have that child, he is still legally responsible for that child. So if he does not want to be part of that child's life and she still has the child, he still has to pay child support. He's still legally bound by law to take care of that child, even though he did not want it. So now women have the right to choose whether they have a child or not, and even if the dude or the man she's with or slept with to have this child doesn't want it, she still has the right to put him on child support and make him pay for the child, even though it was not a consensual agreement to have the child. It was just something that happened. Now, I'm not saying the man should be able to dodge his responsibilities. I'm a father. If me and my wife were to get divorced today, I would definitely pay child support without any argument, because that is exactly what it says. Child support. It's money paid to the mother to support the children, their needs, their wants, so on and so forth. So I'm not saying the man should be able to dodge his responsibilities. All I'm saying is that woman still has that ability, that right to make that choice for him. They both chose to lay down and have sex and get pregnant, or to not take the proper precautions to prevent pregnancy. But once a woman's pregnant, she has all the power. I'm sorry, she does. So there are two rights right there that women have that men don't. But you're still oppressed. Moving on. Women are now screaming about how they want to take birth control, make it so that it's not covered by insurance. Now, men don't have birth control. I understand that they're working on one, and some of the guys were whining and crying about it, how it regulated their emotions and their hormones and shit like that. Well, guess what, guys? When it does come out and it's available to the market, and it's our option to use it, and we choose to use it, we're going to have to suck it up just like the women do. The women have to go through it to prevent themselves from getting pregnant. And if we want the same precaution, like we don't trust the woman we're with to be taking her pill every day, then you need to get on yours when it comes out and be on it. Equality, motherfuckers. Goes both ways. It really does. So once it comes out, dudes, suck it up, take the pill. Because right now, the only thing we have is condoms. That's the only thing that we can use to make sure that we don't get a woman pregnant. But last time I checked, condoms weren't covered by insurance. We had to go out and buy those. So stop harping about your birth control, because the government doesn't pay for my birth control. My birth control is a piece of rubber that I slide on my penis. I know that's kind of vulgar the way I put it, but that's the honest to God truth. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. Next. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to hop back to the politicians that were under fire. I'm sorry, I know I'm jumping around a little bit in this video. But the politicians who are under fire for making those comments and whatnot, posting the pictures of the feminist rallies. There was a Professor Cornfield, I believe the name was, of George Washington University, who said he doesn't understand why these men would have said or done the things on social media that they have. Well, maybe you think that's because men are getting tired of being told that all women's problems are our fault just because we have a penis? Ask any feminist. Males are the honest-to-God enemy, and everything going wrong in their life is because of you. That's not really fair, because I don't view myself as a misogynist. I have 2 little girls and a wife. I love them very dearly. I have 7 sisters. I have 3 biological, 1 step, and 3 in-law. I try to treat them all with dignity and respect, except when they act a fool. And then I say something to them. And trust me, they got no problem doing the same thing to me. Equality! See how that works? You call each other on each other's bullshit, and you hold each other to the same standard. But these feminists want double standards. They want all the perks of being men and women with none of the responsibility of being both. I think that's funny. But moving on, back to the rights that women have that men don't. All right, I covered abortion, whether she has one or not, and I covered the birth control. Well, let's go ahead and get straight into divorce. If me and my wife were to choose to get a divorce, we came to the conclusion that our marriage wasn't working out, and she was going to go her way and I was going to go mine. I can guarantee it, even though she has not had a job since September of 2011, right before I came home from Afghanistan. She quit her job and was getting ready to move down to North Carolina where I was stationed. She's not held a job since then. She's been a stay-at-home mother and wife. Nothing wrong with that. That is her decision. That really is her decision. I've actually tried to get her to get a job. But she would still get the children in a divorce case. And I would be on child support for all 4 of our children, including that unborn child. Because she is the primary caregiver of those children, because she's at home all day with them. Even though I'm the one that goes to work and pays the bills. I'm the one that supports the family. I'm the breadwinner. But because she is the primary caregiver and she is the mother, I would lose 50% of my pay. And more than likely, since me and her are both on the mortgage, I would be the one that would have to leave because she would have kids and she'd need someplace to stay. By law, she would have the right to stay in our house and I would have to find a new place to live. If we only had one vehicle, like we do right now, she would get the vehicle. I would have to find other means of transportation to go to and from work, and then I'd have to go through a whole custody case, which, like I said, she's already going to win. She's going to get child support. Now we got to determine whether I'm a suitable parent that I can have visitation with my children unsupervised, if I can have them overnight based on their age, to where she gets them the rest of the time where she doesn't have to be supervised, unless she is proven an unfit parent, which my wife is not. But there are some cases where the women are unfit parents, but there's not enough evidence to prove it. And these women use that, and they continue to abuse the fact that the court system side with them almost 9 times out of 10 over men. It don't matter how good of a father that man is. There's something else that women have up on men. I mean, the list goes on and on, folks. I mean, it really does. Like, I have one woman tell me about how there's you have to have be a certain age and have so many kids and this, that, and the other to be able to go and get your tubes tied. Okay. Well, did you know that in most states, and most doctors require this, if a man wants to go and get a vasectomy, he has to disclose his marital status, and if he is married and has kids, he still has to get written consent from his wife to have a vasectomy. What happened to my body, my choice? That shit went right out the window. That's not equal. That's women having a leg up on men. Again. I'm sorry. It's the damn truth. Call it like I see it. And right now I see women already being superior to men because, let's be honest, guys, we're not that bright. We're not. If you really look at it, look at your relationship. Look who's truly in charge. You think you are. but you're not. So women really are in charge of most everything. They really are. And then they have more rights than us, but they claim that they don't. They claim that they are being oppressed by men and that their rights are being infringed upon by us and that they want to be equal. No, what they really truly want is to be superior and be able to say it aloud. Right now they have to say that they're equal because technically they are. They have all the same rights as us, plus some. But they cannot openly say that without losing the victim card that women love to play. And not all women. If this doesn't apply to you, if you know I'm not talking to you or about you, don't get offended. But you know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows these women. Now, I'm not saying if it's majority or minority, but there are certain women, and we all know them. We all know who they are in our lives that do this, that play that victim card. It's ridiculous. Now let's talk about the fact of slut shaming. All right, they had the slut walks and whatnot. And like the girls down in Texas, they were running around shirtless as part of their protest. I'm gonna steal a line from my boy Tommy Sotomayor, another big YouTuber. These girls, I don't think were there for the actual rally. I don't think they were really feminists. I think they were there for what he calls DNA, dick and attention. Maybe not so much the dick, but these girls definitely wanted attention. They knew how to get it. I personally believe women want the right to walk around without shirts and bras. More power to them. Their breasts. Yeah, men sexualize them, but women sexualize them just as much. You ever heard a woman talk about how she's tried to get out of a ticket by pushing up her boobs and kind of showing a little bit of cleavage when the officer comes up, or so on and so forth? Women use their bodies to get what they want. I'm not saying sexual, like they sell themselves to get what they want. I'm saying that they put on the appearance and they flirt with you to get what they want from you. But men are the ones who sexualize women. And most of the time, when I hear women, or when I hear about a woman saying someone's talking shit about her, let's be honest, I talk more shit about guys than I do women. Because I can relate to guys. So I can call him on his bullshit a lot easier than I can a woman. I don't know what it's like to be a woman. I have a penis and testicles. I grow facial hair. I have an Adam's apple. I'm male. So I talk more shit about men than I do women. And it's the same way with women. Women will shame other women quicker than a man ever will. Out of either jealousy, spite, or because she calls her on her bullshit and it's just shameful. She got caught in bullshit. But women want to say that it is men that slut shame and victim blame. But if you really look at it and actually just look at social media, some of the comments that comes out on some of this horrible shit that happens to women, like when they get raped, some of the first people to blame the victim are actually other females, not men. It's true. When I hear a woman got raped, I don't go, well, what was she wearing? Where was she? What was she doing? I think that sick motherfucker needs to be castrated. That's what I think. I would never force myself upon a woman. Ever. You don't do it. And I'm so sick of being blamed for all the problems in a woman's view. Just because I'm male. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to my son, who's going to grow up and be considered a misogynistic pig just because he's male. That's not fair. And you got these women, these feminists that want to talk about, let's teach men not to rape classes. Okay, well, women need to be there too, because there are plenty of women that have been known to rape men, or rape other women, or rape children. And people seem to forget, statutory rape is still fucking rape. How many cases have we come out with and heard about where women have had sex with their teenage sons' friends, or have been teachers and have enticed their students? Let me tell you what, most of these women get probation or very light sentences. Let me become a teacher and have sex with a 15, 14-year-old girl. See if they don't bury my ass under the prison. There's another thing, women seem to get more lenient than men. Prison time. They can commit the exact same crime and receive maybe half the prison time. Look it up. I'm telling you, it's true. Where's your gender equality now?